The Canajoharie Library opened for the loaning of books on September 28, 1925. Built from the stone of an 1840s Erie Canal warehouse, the original library building now serves as the reading room. Bartlett Arkell, the founder and Beechnut Packing Company president, loaned paintings from his own collection to hang on the library walls. Visitors were cordially welcome to see these pictures if they will do so without disturbing the routine of the library. In a letter from Bartlett Arkell to artist Martin J. Korpershock, dated January 29, 1925,
in anticipation of building an addition to the library, this addition to serve as a small art gallery, I thought of having it built in such a way that later on, if I came to an arrangement with you, I might have to make a full-size copy of The Night Watch and have it shown to the very best advantage. Would you give me the size of the room in which The Night Watch is now being displayed?
Construction on the attached art gallery began on April 9, 1926, and was completed on December 17, 1926. The Canajoharie Art Gallery, now Arkell Museum, opened to the public on November 16, 1927, with about 40 paintings on display. Many were copies of paintings that Arkell had commissioned after seeing the originals in Europe, including the full-scale copy of The Night Watch, which was commissioned specifically for this gallery. Arkell also purchased original work by noted and living American artists, building what would become a significant collection of work by the 10 American painters, significant American realist and impressionist, and of course, work by Winslow Homer. The American paintings began to receive the greatest praise, leading Arkell to stop commissioning copies and to work with the Macbeth Gallery in order to acquire beautiful art on the forefront of excellence and make these works available to his community. Bartlett Arkell commissioned the full-scale copy of The Night Watch specifically for this gallery. He saw the original in 1924 at the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam while on a trip through Europe. The museum director recommended acclaimed Dutch artist and copyist Martin Korpershock for the work. All of this happened long before the library had ever opened or ground had been broken for the art gallery back in Canajoharie. Later inquiries indicate that there was some concern over whether the new gallery would be large enough to display the commissioned copy. By the late 18th century, layers of grime and darkened varnish led people to believe the original painting captured a night scene. Subsequent cleanings in 1947 and 1980 confirmed that the figures were bathed in daylight. This copy was made prior to cleaning and thus represents the darker version of the important painting. Rembrandt's group portrait of a division of the Civic Guard, painted in 1642, broke a long-standing tradition of painting group portraits in a neat row or at a banquet table. Rembrandt's group portrait is an action scene with figures overlapping and some faces only partially visible as the Civic Guard marches through a gate and towards the viewer. In a letter from Frank Barber to Martin J. Korpershock, dated July 14, 1926,
the architects of the art gallery, now under construction at Canajoharie, are anxious to know some further details in regard to your reproduction of The Night Watch. Will you kindly let me know the exact length and height of the picture?
From an article in the Canajoharie Courier, dated November 16, 1927,
Mr. Bartlett Arkell wishes to announce the presentation to the Arkell Art Gallery at Canajoharie, New York, of the full-size reproduction of Rembrandt's most celebrated picture, The Night Watch, painted by Mr. Martin Korpershock.
During COVID, artists in all fields have been forced to reinvent themselves, as our usual interaction with audiences is not possible. Musicians of Malwick has found its path through making short videos that combine music, history, and other artistic mediums. We have found that not only are they creatively stimulating, fun to make, and artistically satisfying, these videos have proved immensely popular, bringing a new audience to us. Our collaboration with the Arkell Museum is a special one. We have played live in the space with audience several times, and the museum has incredible artworks in its collection. When Arkell Museum Executive Director Susan Friedlander suggested that we create a video working with the full-size copy of Night Watch, I was thrilled. This superb and iconic Rembrandt painting triggered many ideas for what musical repertory to pair with it, from early Dutch music to solo Bach violin pieces. But ultimately, what seemed the perfect fit was a modern piece titled Panka, written in 2019 by Richard Einhorn. Known for his acclaimed film score, Voices of Light, inspired by the 1928 silent film The Passion of Joan, the ballet score to Ulysses Dove's Red Angels, part of the New York City Ballet repertory, and a variety of works of varying instrumentation. Einhorn's work is both accessible and mesmerizing. Panka is based on a set of 5 notes repeated throughout the entire piece in the bass line, while the violin plays fantasy-like over it. Originally written for violin and piano, Einhorn authorized our transcription here for violin and guitar, and the guitar part was transcribed by Sten Isaacson, who plays here. We are delighted to share this creative marriage of Night Watch with Panka. Our sincere thanks to Richard for enthusiastically allowing us to use his piece, and to Susan Friedlander, Mary Alexander, and the Arkell Museum for making this production possible.